All right, the cannons are about to go off. So what's all the history about the battlefield?
This battlefield is
Yes.
the largest battle of the Revolutionary War. It was one of the hottest days of the year. Wound up actually ending in a stalemate, but it had the most amount of casualties. I mean, I doubt that's the entire battlefield, but right now you're standing on an artillery position that, of course, being high up is why it would have been an artillery position, so this way they can fire the shells at the marching troops. And of course, back then, they marched shoulder to shoulder across open fields. So basically just imagine a line of troops coming towards you, and pretty much if you're able to dig in and cover yourself with rocks, trees, whatever, all you gotta do is just fire straight down. They're marching straight at you, boom, 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 boom. Just level.
Should we be standing here?
For what?
If they're firing cannons, should we be standing here?
Well, they're firing it that way and they're firing blank. There's no shell in there. What you're seeing over there, though, is the Civil War. This cannon, this is more Civil War era, 1860s. Of course, we're on a Revolutionary War battlefield of the 1700s.
For about a second. A little bit.
Shouldn't they tell these people to get away?
There's nothing in that cannon. It's just gunpowder. The only thing they're going to send out is gunpowder.
This is going to be loud.
It will be loud. Now it's going to be loud with one. Now just imagine an entire battery, which then add in even more batteries
What is he putting that liquid on?
to cool it. If it had fired already, the nozzle will be extremely hot. You put another thing in there, that it could blow. So you want to make sure that the nozzle where the projectile is going to come out from, you got to make sure that's cooled down, because you cannot fire another shot without it cooled down. So that would have cooled it. Now they don't have a shell. Now the guy would have came up from the back and brought the shell. I don't know. There goes the shell, the fake shell in. And now you gotta ram it. Now that it's cooled down, you can ram the shell down towards the gunpowder.
On average, how many people does it take to fire one of these?
There is 6 men to 1 cannon. A battery consists of 4 cannon. What he did was adjust it as far as distance. So you want to aim it high to get it further, lower if you're trying to get men right in front of you. And yes, there were men that were killed point blank by these cannons. Suffice to say, their bodies were never recovered.
Obviously.
Prime it, put it down. Now, take that sound and turn that into about 200 cannons going off at once.
Holy
At
Christ.
the end of wars, many an artillerymen were deaf.
I'm about to go deaf just listening to one. They're doing this again?
I don't know. On July 3rd, 1863, at the Battle of Gettysburg, the artillery bombardment that started at 1 in the afternoon was heard in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh. All of them about an hour to 2 hours away from Gettysburg. And they could hear the artillery from Gettysburg. That's how loud that was.
Wow. How far can one of these fire?
Good question.
Thank you.
Good question. This era, this is why the Civil War had such high casualties, because it was outdated tactics with the more modern weapons. These would have been gone about well over 1,000 yards. So that's 10 football fields.
So from where the cannon is now to where?
They could probably hit troops that were right by that tree line, right where the brown meets the tree line. From this spot here, being that they're up on a hill, they could reach with that cannon. Revolutionary War cannons, I don't know if they would have reached that far.
Wow.
That's why artillery needs to be at a high position.
You could smell the odor in the air.
Mm-hmm. And of course, during battle, you definitely don't take this long. You'd be loading this stuff really quick. They could probably get off about 3 decently aimed shots a minute.
Three a minute? Holy.
3 a minute, yep. I don't know what took longer, to load this or to load a musket. Because the musket, of course you know about that because you have the list of how to load a musket. All 9 procedures.
Hey, I haven't asked you those questions in a very long time.
I know.
I'm slacking, but we've been busy with schoolwork.
Yes, we have.
Any thoughts or comments, Brian?
Nope.
Good talk, Brian.
I don't know what they're doing.
All right, this is done for now.
Yeah.